श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः परमगुरुभ्यो नमः। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं चतुर्मुखे कलेतनयं शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये अगजाननपद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तम् उपास्महे। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वातपयूतगौरं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि।
I request Dr. Janaki ma'am and Professor Ramasri madam get into the dais. I request C. Sarita madam for welcome note.
Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to this valedictory program. I would like to welcome our distinguished guests and Kulpati sir, Krishnamurthy, Dr. Krishnamurthy, and Ganapati Bhatt sir, and Krishna Papurna sir, Dr. Janaki, and Dr. Ramashri madam, distinguished guests, and esteemed faculty of all the different departments, and beloved students and scholars and honored guests. We gather today to hear to celebrate a momentous occasion of valedictory function for our national workshop for 2 days. That is applications of AI, ML, quantum, and IKS. I hope you all agree with me. We have a very good time and spend with us. We have shared our knowledge, both from IKS side and as well as computers with respect to AI, ML, and quantum. We have shared our knowledge, I hope. I think we need a very big other platform, sir, to extend this knowledge further. Okay, so we are, sir already given permission for us that Purnima day, right? Shravana Purnima day to again associate both of us to exchange our knowledge. And it is our honor and it's my honor and privilege to welcome you to this valedictory ceremony marking the end of the remarkable journey and the beginning of the new endeavors. I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Now I request Professor R.J. Ramasri madam to have a summary of the things what we have done in class. More particular about developing tangible things, and we are all not coherent till now, so we can identify the problems, and small groups of research may be formed to carry out the works that are required both for the benefit of the Sanskrit community and for the society. That was the main agenda of the MOU between CDAC and National Sanskrit University Tirupati. Many meetings were held, and even some certain parts, and we tried to identify the works to be done, and in the terms of the tools and some outcomes, definite outcomes. Anyway, this workshop is to be decided to conduct to discuss the further activities, and also another objective is to expose our research students to be on par with the modern research development, so that they could implement, or they could change the direction of their research, not sticking to the traditional research. So the program was planned, and since it is a collaboration activity, speakers were selected by both CDAC and National Sanskrit University, and a program was chalked out, and it was distributed to all of you. And as planned, all the sessions were done successfully. The first session is our inaugural session, in which Professor Kamarkoti Garu, Director, IIT Madras, was the keynote speaker, and he delivered his lecture, and he pointed out that he distinguished the AA and Sanskrit in such a way that how Sanskrit is helpful to AA and how AA is helpful to Sanskrit. He said that only Sanskrit is useful to AA, but not the other way. This is the remark made by the Kamakoti Garu. So we have to, as per the hints given by Kamakoti Garu, we, the community of Sanskrit people, should definitely contribute ourselves to the development of tools which are required for the modern society. And he talked about how to develop, to produce, as a part of generative AI, he has given a framework to develop words infinitely, depending upon the morpheme components. How we can even coin new words, noun and verbs, and he has given his framework, and it was well explained, and many people appreciated it. And the second session is with Ashwija S, and very interesting topic. We all enjoyed a lot. And it is very innovating also. Quantum consciousness and Vedanta. And it is actually the observation made for which a Nobel Prize was given. When observed, the electrons behave differently. They switch their patterns. If they observe, they may be silent, and if they are not observed, the electron depicts a wave motion. Otherwise, it shows a static position. And the research is commenting that it is consciousness. Since electron is conscious of being observed, it changes its states up depending upon the context. That was the comment, and he has introduced some God's particle, Hitzenberg participle, and he discussed many parameters with the quantum consciousness and applications also. And next speaker is Kalidas Yeturu, in which he has introduced his works. He just explained his research work, in which stone inscription, it is mainly related with computer vision, wherein the printed text or printed a text of any language into editable form of thing. It is something related with the computer vision. He has described the open challenges and open problems of the situation, and he is proceeding well with his work, and it seems that he got patent for that work also. And the next speaker is Professor RBV Subramaniam. He has introduced some LLMs for native and low resource languages, but he introduced mainly how machine learning works for the LLMs. He explained the details to the minute details. And the next speaker is Azin George Joseph, wherein he has given more focus on theoretical aspects of reinforcement learning and his work related to that. And the next speaker is Vassala Madam, and Annarao Kulakarni Garu, Akhil, wherein hand-written character recognition. It actually comprises of 2 works. Probably, while expressing it, you may be confused, and they may be the first work is how the handwork recognition, it is something connected with the optical recognition. The second thing is a very in this session, in this workshop, two real-time applications were already developed, were shown to us, and we have to, as a part of it, is the responsibility of National Sanskrit University to validate them and use it for the benefit of the learning, for learning of dissemination of Sanskrit, and it is a very two applications developed by CDOC people are very good, and we had to congratulate them, and it is for our benefit. We have to collaborate with them, and we have to definitely share. We have to work for the domain support unfailingly. We have, in this context, I request the Vice Chancellor to form groups on different faculties for Sahityam and for language learning, large language models for Sahityam, Vedantam, and some other works, and we have to support them, and it is our responsibility, and we will definitely get benefited by that. Similarly, CDOC will also get benefited by our contribution. It is both sides work, and it's the baby of both CDOC as well as NSU. We have to take care of such things. And the Vedanta chartboard was morning demonstrated. Students also worked with it, and we really, and it's really beautiful, and it gives exposure to the three schools of Vedanta, and we can even compare and make any type of study. Since the subject, all ingredients are there, you can understand depending upon your context and your need, and you can assimilate the Vedantic traditional knowledge in a very beautiful way as we require. And the next speaker is Kavi Mahesh Garu, and he has given an excellent speech on data science approach for Jyotisha Shastra, and he has wherein both the topics of astronomy as well as Jyotisha were covered, and he has explained how to calculate and data scientist approach to calculate four things. One, Raja Yogam. Can you please, Raja Yogam, and Maharaja Yogam, and four things he has explained. Maharaja Yogam and Rashmi Pala, and every aspect is something connected with the marriage aspects. He has beautifully explained, and all Jyotisha students enjoyed. I observed that. And afterwards, the last speech is of CDOC people who demonstrated their ASR, automatic speech, and it is a mobile application. It is very handy, and it is actually everybody's requirement in Sanskrit University. We need not type the Sanskrit text with our hands. If you speak, it will display on your WhatsApp. You can even work with for sending communications through WhatsApp, and we have to make use of it properly. And now we are in observing the proceedings of the valedictory function, and I hope all the students got benefited by this, and I really thank the Vice Chancellor and CDOC people for collaborating and to permit us to conduct such a nice workshop. And even though there are small number of people who really try to follow the proceedings of the workshop, and I would like to tell the students that if you don't change your direction towards the modern applications, and then you cannot keep in pace with the society, and you observe all your seniors who are all well versed with the both Shastras and modern subjects. They prospered, they really had a very successful career, and you just observe that, and please do the needful. I thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Now I request Professor Ganapati Bhatt sir to share his views on the last 2 days session.
Namasabhaye. Acharyah Kamakotishaha Goda Shri Vamshajo Guruhu Tayo Samsmaranadeva Janmame Saphalam Dhruvam. दिनद्वयं यः रवः अस्माभिः श्रूयमाणः वर्तते प्रतिदिनं AICDOC इति शब्दद्वयम् अस्माकं विश्वविद्यालये प्रसिद्धा या संस्था अस्ति सीडाक् तस्याः आगमनम् आवयोः मध्ये समन्वयः तस्य फलम् एतत् किमर्थं कारणं किम् यदा 87-88 मध्ये अस्माभिः US कृते अभ्यर्थना दत्ता भारतीयसर्वकारेण एतत् सर्वं सर्वैः ज्ञातव्यम् भारतस्य कृते सूपर् कम्प्यूटर् अपेक्षितम् तदा तेषाम् उत्तरम् आसीत् द्वयम् एकं भारतस्य कृते सूपर् कम्प्यूटर् अपेक्षा नास्ति यतोहि सः अत्यन्तं दरिद्रदेशः द्वितीयमस्ति यद् अस्माभिः तत् सूपर् कम्प्यूटर् दीयते चेदपि तस्य उपयोगकरणाय भारतीयानां सामर्थ्यं नास्ति तदा सर्वकारः किम् अकरोत् सीडाक् इति संस्थाम् उद्भाव्य 30 मासाभ्यन्तरे युष्माभिः सूपर् कम्प्यूटर् निर्मातव्यम् इति सर्वकारीय आज्ञां दत्तवान् सर्वकारः अस्माकीनाः ज्ञानिनः विज्ञानिनः मिलित्वा यः 30 मासः दत्तः तत् षण्मासात् पूर्वमेव तत् स्परम् इति कम्प्यूटर् संस्थाप्य लोके विस्मयम् अस्माकं विज्ञानिनः कृतवन्तः तस्मादारभ्य इदं तु सत्यं भवद्भिः सर्वैः ज्ञातव्यम् सीडाक् इत्युक्ते तादृशविज्ञानिनां समूहः पश्चात् यदा नरसिंहराव् गवर्नमेण्ट् आसीत् तदा अस्माकं बहु वित्तसमस्या सञ्जाता सर्वैः चिन्तितम् अस्माकं मार्केट् वित्तसमस्या निवारणार्थम् ओपन् जातम् उद्घाटितं सर्वेषां कृते इति तन्न सत्यम् अस्माकं विज्ञानिनां यत् सामर्थ्यमस्ति यत् अस्माभिः वित्तसमस्या निवारणार्थं यः प्रयत्नः क्रियमाणः वर्तते सः एतादृशविज्ञानद्वारा एव तन्त्रजातम् उत्पाद्य लोके अस्माभिः प्रेष्यते विक्रयणं क्रियते चेत् तदा धनम् अस्माकं समीपे आगच्छति सर्वे क्रेतारः भवन्ति इति तत्र मूलम् उद्देश्यमासीत् एतद्वयं केन साधितमित्युक्ते सीडाक् संस्थया स्थापितं साधारणा संस्था नास्ति सा तत्र विज्ञानिनः भवन्ति ज्ञानिनः भवन्ति अहर्निशं कार्यं कुर्वन्ति तत्फलमेव इदानीम् अस्माभिः एतत् तन्त्रज्ञानम् अनुभूयमानं वर्तते इत्ययं विषयः सर्वैः ज्ञातव्यः वर्तते तृतीयं संस्कृतविश्वविद्यालयः यः अयम् अस्माकं वर्तते एक एव विश्वविद्यालयः संस्कृतमाध्यमेन पाठयति यत्र सर्वाण्यपि शास्त्राणि ईवन् BEd अपि संस्कृतमाध्यमेन पाठ्यते यथा सीडक् संस्था तन्त्रज्ञाने श्रेष्ठा संस्था तथा संस्कृतस्य विषये इयमपि तादृशी संस्था वर्तते तयोर्द्वयोः संस्थयोर्मध्ये यदि अवगाहनं भवति तर्हि अस्माकं स्थानं भारते विश्वगुरु भवितुम् अर्हति इति धिया अस्माभिः समन्वयः सम्पादितः महान् प्रयत्नः बहुभिः कृतः आसीत् सीडाक् संस्थया सह सम्बन्धः स्थापनीयः इति परन्तु तेपि पश्यन्ति व्यावहारिकरीत्या अनया संस्थया समन्वयः यदि अस्माभिः संस्थाप्यते तर्हि अस्माकं किं प्रयोजनं संस्था प्रथमं चिन्तयति अस्माभिः सर्वेषां देयं वर्तते चेत् अस्माकं किञ्चित् संस्थया प्रयोजनम् अपेक्षितं, लाभः अपेक्षितः वर्तते। सः लाभः केन दातुं शक्यते इत्युक्ते अस्माकं संस्कृतविश्वविद्यालयेन दातुं शक्यते, स्वीकर्तुं तैः शक्यते इति निश्चयः तैः कृतः। तदनन्तरं मासत्रयं विनिमयादिकं कृत्वा सम्बन्धः स्थापितः। यथा विवाहे कन्यादानसमये जातकादिकं दृष्ट्वा, पूर्वदृष्टान्तं दृष्ट्वा, तस्य सामर्थ्यं दृष्ट्वा कन्या यदा दीयते वराय सम्बन्धः स्थाप्यते, तद्वत् अनयोर्द्वयोः मध्ये सम्बन्धः तादृशः स्थापितः येन उत्पन्नः शिशुः लोक उपकाराय भवेत् इति धिया एव अयं सम्बन्धः स्थापितः वर्तते। द्वितीयम्, इदानीं ये कृत्रिमबुद्धिविषये, सर्वं कृत्रिममेव वेदान्तिनां विषये, तत् सर्वे जानन्ति। किञ्चित् कालपर्यन्तं पश्यन्तु वेदान्तचिन्तनमपि, किञ्चित् कालपर्यन्तं माया स्वतः सुप्तवती आसीत्। तदनन्तरं मायाद्वारा महान् प्रपञ्चः जगदुत्पन्नः। जगदुत्पत्त्यनन्तरं जगदन्तर्गतम् इदं तन्त्रजालं सर्वं कृत्रिममेव जातं। तदपि पर्याप्तं न भवति इति कृत्वा पुनः तत्रापि कृत्रिमबुद्धिः काचन आयोजिता वर्तते। एवञ्च बहुभिः चिन्तितमासीत्, यदा तन्त्रज्ञानं वर्धितं वर्तते, कम्प्यूटर् आगच्छति, तदा बहूनाम् उद्योगाः गच्छन्ति, सर्वे मूर्खाः भवन्ति, लेज़ी रूपेण तत्र कार्यं किमपि न कुर्वन्ति इति चिन्तितमासीत्। परन्तु यदा तन्त्रज्ञानम् उत्पन्नम् आविर्भूतं, तेन बहूनाम् उद्योगः लब्धः। बहुभिः तत्रैव कार्यं कृतं वर्तते। इदानीम् आपामरतः श्रेष्ठजनपर्यन्तम् एतादृशं हस्ते नास्ति चेत् सः दरिद्रः इव भाति। अत्रैव सर्वमस्ति, भगवता दत्तमत्र अस्ति, तद् यन्त्रे स्थापितं वर्तते। तत्रैव अस्यापि सञ्चालनार्थं बुद्धिर्नास्ति चेत् कार्यं न करोति। यतोहि अस्मिन् विषये मम ज्ञानं नास्ति प्रायः, मम पुत्रस्य वा मम पुत्र्याः तदपेक्षया अधिकं ज्ञानं भवति। उत्पन्ना शिशुः भोजनार्थम् एतदेव अपेक्षते, माता एतदेव धृत्वा पुरतः चलति। एवञ्च किं तस्याः उद्योगः नास्ति। एवञ्च नूतनः उद्योगः मातुः कृते लब्धः वर्तते पोषणार्थम्। एवञ्च यन्त्रज्ञानं वर्धितं चेत् उद्योगः गच्छति इति न, नूतनः कश्चन उद्योगः आगच्छति। तस्मात् कृत्रिमबुद्धेः अहं पुनः वर्तते, तत्रापि बहूनां कृत्रिम उद्योगः भवेत्। पारमार्थिकः उद्योगः लभ्यते इति नाहं चिन्तयामि, व्यावहारिकः तत्रापि कृत्रिमः उद्योगः भगवान् सृजति। तत् तस्य कार्यम्, अस्माकं कार्यं नास्ति। कृत्रिमत्वं कस्य मनसि आगतं, तदपि भगवता निर्मितं वर्तते चेत् तेषाम् उद्योगः तेनैव दीयते। कः क्लेशः? पश्यन्तु, इदानीं क्रीडा अस्ति। एतत् सर्वं यद् अस्माकं सेमिनार् मध्ये यद्यद् जातं तत्सर्वमपि AI रूपेण वा अथवा क्वाण्टम् रूपेण वा बहिरागतं वर्तते। क्वाण्टम् इत्यस्य अहं चिन्तयामि तद् आत्मस्वरूपम्। आत्मस्वरूपं कुत्र नास्ति। इदानीं पश्यतु, इदानीम् IPL चलति, मम बुद्धिः तत्र गता वर्तते। अधुनैव यदा उपविष्टम् IPL जायमानं वर्तते, तत्रापि कृत्रिमबुद्धेः क्वाण्टम् थियरी अस्ति इति अहं स्थापयामि। पश्यतु, 11 जनाः भवन्ति क्रीडायां 11 वा 12 वा भवन्ति। तत्र एकः वर्तते बैट्स्मैन्, सः आत्मस्वरूपी वर्तते। तस्य आत्मस्वरूपिणः तस्य मनः इति एकम् अस्ति किल, तत् इतश्चलः भ्रामयति। अत एव किल लोकस्य उत्पत्तिः जीवरूपेण बहिरागतः वर्तते। शुद्ध आत्मस्वरूपी यः वर्तते सः अन्तःकरणावच्छिन्नः सन् लोकस्य उत्पत्तिहेतुर्वा लोके व्यावहारिकं वा कारयति। यथा अत्रापि क्रिकेट् क्रीडा वर्तते, यत्र पश्य तत्रापि क्वाण्टम् थियरी अस्ति। कथं? यः बैट्स्मैन् अस्ति सः आत्मस्वरूपी इति चिन्त्यताम्। यः बौलर् अस्ति सः मनस्थानीयः भवति। मनसः सहकारार्थं तत्र 10 जनाः फील्डिङ्ग् रूपेण भवन्ति। कदा अयम् आत्मा अस्माकं हस्ते आगच्छति, यथा औट् भवति, तस्य मूलकारणं कः भवति? बौलर् भवति, मनस्थानीयः। तस्य सहायार्थं कामक्रोधादयः 6 वैरिणः भवन्ति किल, अत्रापि बैट्स्मैन् यः वर्तते तस्य वैरिणः 11 जनाः भवन्ति। प्रथमः भवति बौलर् भवति, मनस्थानीयः, तः बौलिङ्ग् करोति तदा कदाचित् अत्र आत्मस्थैर्यं भवति चेत् सः सिक्सर् अपि ताडयति, किञ्चित् न्यूनं चेत् बौण्ड्री भवति, किञ्चित् चेत् धावति, 1 रन् कृतेपि धावति, सः 2 स्वीकर्तुं शक्नोति, कदाचित् 3 भवितुम् अर्हति। यत्र आत्मनः स्थैर्यं भवति सः नाट् औट् भवति, यस्य आत्मनः स्थैर्यं न्यूनं भवति, मनसः प्रग्रहे अन्तर्भवति, सः औट् भवति, रन् औट् भवति, पृष्ठतः अपि कश्चन विकेट् कीपर् भवति। मनः पुरतः अपि वञ्चयति, पृष्ठतः अपि वञ्चयति। कदा अयम् अस्माकं हस्ते स्टम्प् करणार्थम् आगच्छति। एवञ्च एतादृशं सर्वमपि क्वाण्टम् थियरी आत्मनः परिवृतः। द्वितीया क्रीडा अस्ति हाकी, पश्यतु, एकं बाक्स् भवति, तत्र अस्माभिः किं बाल् स्थापनीयं दण्डेन, तत्रापि एक एव संरक्षकः अस्ति, यः गोल् कीपर् इति नाम्ना प्रसिद्धः। अन्ये सर्वेपि एनं किं वञ्चयितुं प्रयतन्ति, सः एकैव। अत्रापि आत्मा एक एव, मनस्सहकारिणः अन्ये। फुट्बाल् अस्ति, पश्यन्तु, पद्भ्यामेव ताडयन्ति, मायायाः कार्यं तादृशमेव भवति, तत्रापि एक एव संरक्षकः भवति। एवञ्च क्वाण्टम् थियरी मध्ये एतादृशाः सर्वेपि आत्मचिन्तनादिकं यद्वर्तते, चिन्ताः भवन्ति सर्वाः अपि कृत्रिमबुद्धेः मूलभूताः भवन्ति। आत्मचिन्तनम् एकमस्ति, तत्परिवृत्य कृत्रिममेधापि भवति। कृत्रिममेधा इति वेदान्तचिन्तने चेत् इदानीम् अहं वदामि आभासः अथवा प्रातिभासिकम्। इदानीं यन्त्रं यद्वर्तते तद् व्यावहारिकम्। अस्माकं बुद्धिः यद्वर्तते सा व्यावहारिकी वर्तते, तद्वारा उत्पन्ना इयं कृत्रिमा बुद्धिः प्रातिभासिकस्थानीया वर्तते। प्रातिभासिकस्थानीया अपि पश्चात् काले व्यावहारिकी भवितुम् अर्हति सामर्थ्येन। एवञ्च सर्वमपि चिन्तनजातम् आत्मानं परिवृत्त्यैव चलति। क्वाण्टम् थियरी अपि तथैव भवति। यथा सूर्यः अस्माकं प्रकाशः यः वर्तते सः अत्यधिकः भवति चेत् विषयग्रहणसमर्थः भवति, यदा प्रकाशः न्यूनः भवति चेत् विषयग्रहणे असमर्थः भवति। संस्कृतभाषा या वर्तते सा सर्वासां भाषाणां जननी कृत्रिमबुद्धेः अथवा एतादृशकार्येषु सम्पन्ना यथा भवति, आङ्ग्लभाषा न भवति इति न चिन्तनीयं। यतोहि संस्कृतभाषातः एव सर्वाः भाषाः उत्पन्नाः, पुनः संस्कृते एव गच्छन्ति ताः भाषाः। यथा समुद्रात् जलं नदीरूपेण बहिरागत्य सर्वेषाम् उपयोगं कृत्वा पुनः वृष्टिरूपेण वा समुद्रं गच्छति, तद्वत् एताः भाषाः सर्वाः अपि संस्कृततः बहिरागताः। संस्कृतेन यत् ज्ञानम् अस्माभिः सम्पादयितुं शक्यते तत्र सर्वाः भाषाः उपकुर्वन्ति सर्वविषयेषु। आङ्ग्लभाषायाः तादृशसमुद्रनिर्गमनं नास्ति, श्रुतितः आगमनं नास्ति, अतः वक्तुमेव शक्यते, अनुभवार्थं प्रयोजनं न भवेत्। तस्मात् संस्कृतम् अस्माकं किं कम्प्यूटर् ज्ञानाय भवतु, लोकज्ञानाय भवतु, सर्वभाषासहितं संस्कृतम् अस्माकं क्वाण्टम् थियरी कृते वा भवतु अथवा कृत्रिमबुद्धेः भवतु, इदानीं यद्यद् अन्वेषणं भवति तस्य सर्वस्यापि उपकारः संस्कृतभाषया भवति। संस्कृतभाषायाः स्थानम् इदं विश्वविद्यालयः वर्तते, यन्त्रस्य स्थानं भवति सीडाक् भवति। अनयोः संस्थयोः समागमेन यः शिशुः ज्ञानम् उत्पद्यते सर्वेषाम् उपकाराय भवति, भवतु। तस्य इदानीम् आरम्भः जातः, इतः परं सः बहुवेगेन अग्रे चलति, तेन अस्माकं भारतं विश्वगुरुः भवितुम् अर्हति इति कृत्वा एतादृश समन्वयसम्पादने यैः तत्र समन्वयः साहाय्यं कृतं सीडाक् संस्थातः भवतु अस्माकं वीसी महोदयः भवतु अन्यैः यः महान् श्रमः अनुष्ठितः वर्तते तस्य श्रमस्य फलम् अस्माभिः अचिरादेव भुज्यमानं वर्तते भुज्यते न केवलम् अस्माभिर्भुज्यते अस्माकं सन्ततिः तत्सन्ततिः परम्परानुगतेन विज्ञानस्य फलम् अस्माभिः स्वीक्रियते इत्युक्त्वा एतादृशः कार्यक्रमः इतः परमपि सञ्चालयितुम् अस्माभिः कुलपतिवर्यैः अनुमतिः दीयते सन्तोषः अनुभूयते वैज्ञानिकाः अनेके सन्ति अवकाशं दत्तवद्भ्यः पुनरेकवारं धन्यवादं वितीर्य विरमामि विस्तरात् नमांसि
Thank you, sir. Now I request keynote speaker of the day, Professor Krishna Prapurna sir, to deliver a lecture.
जयति पराशरसूनुः सत्यवती हृदयानन्दनो व्यासः यस्य हास्यकमलगलितं वाङ्मयम् अमृतं जगत्पिबति नारायणं सुरगुरुं जगदेकनाथं भक्तप्रियं सकललोकनमस्कृतं च त्रैगुण्यवर्जितम् अजं विभुम् आद्यम् ईशं वन्दे भवग्नम् अमरासुरसिद्धवन्द्यम्. I don't know how to start. Okay. You asked a question today, Dr. Sarita. Should we write and bring our notes so that it processes or speak mind out? You have seen the example, right? I didn't prepare anything as such, and I will not speak in Sanskrit. I'll speak in English. Not very well versed. I can understand, but I cannot speak well. One or two, three, at least three things I thought I'll speak here. I was just thinking what I should be speaking. One, I know you spoke about the Paninian grammar and that has to be translated or transliterated, and then AI tools and many other things. We need to go one step further up, which is Vaidika Samskritam. We have Vedic scholars here, and in fact the scriptures very clearly speak that every letter is an epithet of God. That is what we say. So if you start from Akara to Kshakara, Akshara, Aja, Ananda, Indra and so forth. So what Paninian grammar speaks is the modern Vyavaharika. I would request the groups, both groups, including Sanskrit University and the CDAC group, to start working on the Vaidika Samskritam, which started all the way Vedas or Aporishya. There's no debate on this. There's absolutely no debate. So I think we should go back even further up, where there were many other aksharas that were missed by the modern grammarians and many others. So to attain that Paramarthika, Satya and many other things. So the Paramarthika, when we talk about that, there is also the other aspect of the quantum that we just spoke about. The Anu that could be even go further down, which we call Paramanu, right? So the subatoms, atoms to subatoms and electrons and many other smaller particles, and that is how you're talking about the quantum. So when we talk about the Paramatma, it says smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest. So Anuhu Brihat, Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. So that is bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest, and that can only be captured through this quantum theory, right? And when we talk about quantum, it is also the amount. And when we say amount, if you talk to mathematicians, they'll say it is finite, infinite. But when we talk to statisticians, again, there are very varied facets of people. Statisticians say, no, I'm looking at the randomness, variability, right? Because we work on statistics, a large big data that you generate in CDAC. So it's randomness. So it's all random, but there is always chaos in cosmos. We have so much of traffic around, but we still don't have any accident. And we have a lot of studies, because I work in the transportation area. We say that when the speed decreases so low, we will not have accidents. But that can also lead to congestion, right? So there are two facets. When we talk about all of these multidimensional, multidisciplinary aspects, this is one aspect I thought I'll speak about. The second thing, you opened a very good opportunity for the scholars to give their voice recognition. would you be interested in the child's voice as well? Because my son is learning Sanskrit here. Some of you might be knowing him, you might have seen him. With the permission from Acharya Ganapati, but I'll definitely ask if the voice can be lended to you, and then because he's learning the swaras and many other aspects of aspects of Vedas, right? Then the third thing that I thought I'll talk about, and I just was discussing this with Acharya ji, I think about a week or 2 weeks ago, where we talked about the sustainability aspect. And in fact, last workshop, I even talked about how, I'm a civil engineer by profession, so we are also talking about how Vedic scriptures bring in the engineering aspect. It's not only Sahitya, it's not only the other aspects, language, linguistics, but we also have the engineering technical aspect that are present, very much prevalent in Vedic scriptures. In fact, I was given a crash course by Acharya last time for 10 minutes, and I had to speak for about 1.5 hours. So we have this Mahaitirya Brahmana, right? Aitareya Brahmana has, this is what I found of my study for just 1 hour between 12 and 1 a.m. on that day, the one previous night before I was supposed to give a talk here. I found about 160 rigs on how construction should not be done. If you talk about the environmental aspects of what is happening now, if you look at the floods that take place, or the deluge, or the storms, climate change, if you want to call it, they're all there in the scriptures. Okay, and so last time we said we will come up with a program called RIC, R-I-C, Rigveda imbibed through civil engineering. This is what I thought I will coin here. Last time I did that, but we couldn't go forward. But if you can open up an interdisciplinary research, last time, yesterday I heard the computer science faculty is here. You are putting your grievance that we don't have PhD. No, you have more than 10,000 manuscripts in your library here. If you take one manuscript, you should be able to get 10,000 PhDs out of that. I'm sure about that. Okay, if you talk about one akshara, which I just spoke, Aja by itself can be a PhD. One, multiple, right? So what I'm trying to tell you here is this sustainability is part of the Rig Vedas. And the word for sustainability in Sanskrit is Jagriti. Jagrata, Sushupta, Swapnavastha, all Turyavastha, all those that we talk about. This is Jagriti. Jagriti is sustainability, and I don't think we are Jagrata today about sustainability. So I believe we need to open up a program where I will get you a civil engineer from our IIT Tirupati, and you get me a Sanskrit scholar who can read this for us, and there will be a good samanvaya between National Sanskrit University, IIT, and then CDAC will help us generate a humongous amount of data. This is what I thought I'll speak about, and thank you so very much. Once again, I'm possibly an odd man out here, but thank you once again to the Vice Chancellor. He's been very kind. I have known him for several months, several years now, and my son comes here. He's a 12-year-old boy, but I believe he will scale up in the right hands of Acharya Ganapati Bhatt. And thank you so much, Dr. Janaki. In fact, I should thank her because we have been in touch with CDAC for the last 1 to 2 months. We are writing a good proposal. This is again a community service that we are making. So you have seen the national highways. So we work on this national highways project with Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. So we are generating 15,000 data points at one toll gate. I'm talking about one toll gate, not toll plaza. Toll plaza has about 10 or 15 gates. I'm talking about toll gate, one day 15,000 vehicles come there, and we are able to generate that much data and actually capture all these images and say these are the vehicles that should not use the road because the roads are getting damaged. And now we have 200,000 kilometers of highways in India. Okay, and we thought we will work with CDAC, and they were very happy to help us with this. And we have also talked to the NHAI chairman, National Highways. He sits in Delhi, and he said he'll give us a letter of support. So we are writing a good proposal. Dr. Kalidas, who spoke yesterday, he's an expert in artificial intelligence. So we are trying to come up with some solutions for the community, which is the Jagriti. That is where sustainability comes into picture. We also work on this environmental footprint, carbon footprint. The paving season, the roadway construction season in India is 9 months. Okay, gestational period is also 9 months. They're all connected. Okay, and we have a 3-month embargo. We don't construct, that is the Chaturmasya, that comes 4 months, right? And now the other thing is, even in the construction where the geographical or the geotechnical aspects caves in, you have seen some of the places where it can tunnel in, the earth can cave in. And that can also occur at the end of 9th month if you don't take care. This is all there in Aitareya Brahmana. I found this of my just 1 hour reading, and we need to have a massive research done on this. We can get a very good study done through CDAC and you. So we need to identify some good key people. So thank you so much once again, CDAC, and thank you. Nice to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Janaki Madam to share her views.
To Adaraniya Vice Chancellor Sir, Krishna Prapurna Garu, and all the scholars of the dais, experts, faculty members, my own CDAC colleagues. I think we are coming to the end of a 2-day journey where we have seen the amalgamation of technology and Sanskrit. I must say we started our interaction in June 2024 when we are very new to this subject. Of course, we have been working on Indian knowledge system from last 25 years, but so closely working with the Sanskrit University and understanding the kind of, the applications what we can bring out with respect to the Sanskrit and AI machine learning. So we have been closely working with Sanskrit University to come out with joint projects in this area. So one thing Ganapati Bhatt sir very nicely told, when CDAC was established in 1988, the agenda was to build a supercomputing mission. The first Indian supercomputing mission was built by CDAC in 1990. So after that, we have seen so many national missions coming up. National mission on quantum computing, national exascale. Now we are going to have this exascale computing. We have national supercomputing mission. I am sure with the kind of interactions we are having with NSU, we also have with IIT Tirupati, and yesterday Professor Kamakoti sir very nicely told that we all jointly can work together. With this kind of experts coming together, no wonder we will see soon a national mission on Indian knowledge systems where we can achieve many things with respect to developing platforms, the tools, knowledge base with respect to IKS. So I think the younger generation should actively participate in this initiative. What we look at as, okay, now we have done some work, we have, we have experimented, we researched, we came out with some proposals, but now it is your time, younger generation. So you have to proactively take up the things and see what is that we can do in this particular domain. Because we only guide, saying that, okay, you use AI, you use machine learning, but you as a youngster, you have to come up with some research ideas, what could be taken up together, proactively delve into the research part of this. And I'm sure we can do many things together. If you see a recent announcement by our Honorable Prime Minister, Jnana Bharati Mission, where the plan is to have 10 million manuscripts digitized and make it available in the public domain. It's a very big mission. So as part of this mission, many things are planned, and definitely we have a scope to contribute in this mission in a big way. And CDAC, the last 2 days we have seen talks starting from quantum consciousness and Vedanta to how handwritten character recognition, stone inscription studies, and then we have seen ASR, automatic speech recognition, so many applications in the Indian knowledge systems. So I'm sure these interactions is going to give us many more things. Thanks to Vice Chancellor sir. Sir, you have approved one more seminar. I think in less than 1 year we have conducted 2 events. By August, I think 1 year we will have one more event. And we had an MOU in this January to collaborate on these research projects. So looking forward for more fruitful interaction and collaboration with NSU, IIT Tirupati, and many more like-minded scholars who are willing to participate in these collaborative activities. So thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Let us hear the words of audience. Anyone is here to share your views on last 2 days session? Yeah. She is from SRM AP.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I am grateful to the BC sirs and the respected members present here, and I am very much grateful to CDAC to organize this type of workshop. And I am very much thankful to Ramasri madam and Bhatta sir that they allow me to attend this workshop, because this is organized only for between the NSU and CDAC, and on my request they allow me here. But the thing is, I am learning so much things, because my area is in image processing and AIML. So I am here last few months only, and I don't have such much of knowledge about IKS and all those things. But when I came here and last 2 days I attend this workshop, I am getting like more, this workshop is very much informative, and I collect so much information as well as knowledge that in frankly I can say I am getting a direction that where I can start my journey. So even if I contact with CDAC members as well, and they are very much polite, and they give me the way that I can collaborate with them. So thankful all of you, and thanks to that National Sanskrit University to give me this opportunity. I am very much obliged to you people. And but my one request, if this type of workshop is going on, so kindly it means just give opportunity to other university and circulate this type of thing, so that we people are also get benefited, and we can join in this workshop. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Now I request Professor Vijayalakshmi madam. She is from Sri Venkateswara University, MCA department.
No criticisms, suggestions. We are not here to update you. Good evening to all dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and all the participants here and the student friends. I am very much excited to participate as one of the participants to this national seminar on artificial intelligence, applications of AI, ML and quantum computing. The integration of AI and ML and quantum computing with Indian knowledge system is a very nice idea. I don't know this much research is going on till date. Actually, I am very blooming bird on this knowledge, but I acquired a lot of knowledge as a participant here. And the CDAC people is doing very lot of research, and I acquainted with lots of information how to do research in Indian knowledge systems and all. And integration of AI and ML is used to digitalize and translate all the Indian knowledge and how they are building intelligent systems using pattern recognitions, means by using Sanskrit, how they are doing pattern recognitions and all. I acquainted with a lot of knowledge. Thank you very much to Ramashri madam giving this opportunity to participate here as one of the participants. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Now let's hear the words of research scholar Advaita Vedanta.
Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Namaskaram to all of you. I think the past 2 days, whatever the apps I've seen, I think as a research scholar, I think we have to pick up the apps and start testing them so that we know what is that going on behind it. And I think that will be a rigorous testing wherein the data that's gone into and what more data needs to go in also will be finalized. And when it's open to the public, I think it will be a much more tested field kind of. So I think as a research scholar, I think everyone should take up the apps, and especially the speech recognition. I felt from my perspective, like if a class is going on, just record it. I just wanted to know how long you can record the speech recognition thing, how long you can record it, and immediately translates into the text or the
material for the class that you have in your hand immediately. That's what I thought the immediate purpose of it. Exactly, like you don't have to search for the material, because what I found is the professors here are very experienced, and what they talk is not always confined to one textbook. It's like vast knowledge across multiple textbooks that goes on. So when you record this text speech, and when it's converted, the material that they have is excellent, that you can't find in any one particular textbook. So I think the last app is what I was really interested in as a research scholar. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Exactly. Yeah, sure, definitely. We, as a student, I'll take it up and maybe test it for some part of it. Sure, definitely. Thank you.
Let us hear the words of another research scholar from Visishta Advaita Vedanta.
नमस्कारः। अत्र दिनद्वये कार्यशालायां बहु उत्तमतया अस्माकं कृते एते आचार्याः सर्वे उद्बोधनं कृतवन्तः। अतः सर्वेषाम् आचार्याणां कृते बहवः धन्यवादाः। एते अत्र आगत्य अस्माकं श्रमेण तेषां यद् विषयमस्ति तत् सम्यक्तया बोधितवन्तः। अतः अस्माभिः बहु उपकृताः। अत्र कृत्रिमबुद्धेः पुनः आधुनिकपाश्चात्य उभयोर् संयोगे कथं वयम् अग्रे इतोपि शास्त्रम् अग्रे नेतुं शक्नुमः तद्विषये एते आचार्याः उद्बोधनं कृतवन्तः। अतः वयं धन्यधन्याः। धन्यवादः सर्वेभ्यः आचार्येभ्यः।
Thank you. Let us close the session with the blessings of today's president.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My honorable pranams to the Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Ganapati Bhatt Sir, and the head of the department Chandrasekharam Sir and Ramasri Madam. This is the very best platform where Sanskritam, Vedantas and Sanskrit Shastras met with computer science and everything. There are lots of collaborations in future where Sanskrit, computer science and Sanskrit will meet and make miracles and everywhere. For research projects, it's very useful for making very innovative projects like Advaita Sangraha, where the Vedic people's teachings and everything can be made as an interface and can give for the new teaching methodologies for the upcoming students. And also we can make an collaborative with Department of Education, Computer Science, and with Vedantas and Sahitya Vibhagas and everything, where these three people can meet and can have the best teaching methodologies, not only for the university students and everything. There are a lot of people around the India and who are studying in Vidyapitas and everywhere. They can use this opportunity and they can use this interface and everything, and they can have the knowledge, and it will be useful for their future and everything. I am very thankful for Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Prapurna Sir and Ganapati Bhatt Sir for giving me this opportunity, sir.
Thank you. Let us hear the words of President of the event, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, JSR Krishnamurthy sir.
मोदः प्रमोदः आनन्दः। मोदः यत् प्राप्तव्यमस्ति तत्र कदाचित् ज्ञानं भवति चेत् मोदो भवति। लड्डुकं मधुरमस्ति इति ज्ञानं मोदः। लड्डुकं हस्ते आगतम् अयं च प्रमोदः। भुक्तं तद् आनन्दः। एवं रूपेण एतावता अस्माकं यदस्ति अस्माकं प्राचीनशास्त्राणाम् आधुनिकविषये सह सम्बन्धो भवतु इति सङ्कल्पः स एव अस्ति। अत एव प्रायः 30 वर्षेभ्यः पूर्वं मॉडर्न सब्जेक्ट्स अत्र इंट्रोड्यूस् कृतानि किमर्थमिति चेत् एतेन सह तेषामपि सम्बन्धो भवतु इति तदा सम्बन्धः जातः। अनन्तरं किं कर्तव्यम् इदमपि जानीमः तदपि जानीमः अनयोः सम्पर्कः कः भवति नो चेत् कदाचित् सारः एकत्र भवति नीरम् एकत्र भवति। एवं भवति चेत् को लाभः? तस्मिन्नेव विषये प्रायः अस्य शताब्द्याः आरम्भसमये वाट् इस् द रिलेवेन्स् आफ् संस्कृत एण्ड् शास्त्रास् टु मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड। अस्माकं मॉडर्न सैन्स् सर्वत्र कृते रिलेवेन्स् अस्ति, अस्माकमपि अस्ति, किन्तु शास्त्राणां कः सम्बन्धः? समाजे नो शास्त्र एट् आल्। वयं किमपि कर्तुं न शक्नुमः अनेन शास्त्रेण। तर्हि किं कर्तव्यं? पुनः तत्र गन्तव्यमेव भवति। यद्यपि महान्तः एते अद्वैतवेदान्तिनः तत्र विना सेल्फोन् न गच्छन्ति। अधुना तेन किं जातं? सेल्फोन् एव क्वाण्टम् इति समन्वयः कृतः एभिः। एवं क्रिकेट् एव क्वाण्टम्, हाकी एव क्वाण्टम्, सर्वत्र तदेव पश्यन्ति। अनयोः सम्बन्धः जातः किल? इत्युक्ते तद् अवश्यम् अपेक्षते। अत एव NEP 2020 मध्ये IKS एतद्वयमपि आगत्य अस्मान् बोधयति, भवन्तः शास्त्राणि पठन्तु, रक्षन्तु, किन्तु एक एव शास्त्रज्ञो भवेत्। अरण्ये कदाचित् एकैव सिंहः भवेत्। अरण्ये सर्वेपि सिंहाः भवन्ति चेत् भोजनार्थं किमपि न लभ्यते, अस्मान् खादन्ति। एवमेव किल? अतः शास्त्रज्ञाः ईदृशाः भवन्तु, किन्तु आधुनिकाः एतेपि शास्त्रज्ञाः अनेके भवेयुः। अधुना एतैः तैश्च कश्चन सम्बन्धो भवेत्। स च सम्बन्धः लब्धः इति मोदः। अधुना तैः कथितुं 87 मध्ये सीडक् तत्र एस्टाब्लिश् जातं, ततः आरभ्य बहु कृतवन्तः। अस्माकं 61 मध्ये अयं NSU प्राप्तं। बहु कालात् अस्माकं जिज्ञासा भवति। कदाचित् किं भवति इदं कथयामि। प्रायः सर्वेपि जानन्ति, साङ्ख्यदर्शने एकः न्यायः वर्तते, पङ्गु अन्ध न्यायः। यः चलितुं न प्रभवति, यः द्रष्टुं न शक्नोति। तर्हि एवं कथं भवति? अयं कुत्रापि गन्तुं न शक्नोति, अयं किमपि द्रष्टुं न शक्नोति। तर्हि किं कार्यम्? उभयोः कृते कश्चन सम्बन्धो भवति चेत् गन्तुमपि शक्नोति, द्रष्टुमपि शक्नोति। तदेव इयञ्च प्रकृतिः या वर्तते किमपि कर्तुं न शक्नोति, पुरुषः या वर्तते सः चलितुं न शक्नोति। तर्हि उभयं मिलित्वा अयं प्रपञ्चः जातः। एवमेव अस्माकं NSU किमपि विज्ञानं न जानाति, एते च संस्कृतं न जानन्ति, तर्हि उभयोश्च कश्चन सम्बन्धो भवेत्। अयं च सम्बन्धः चिरकालप्रतीक्षितः, बहु कालात् प्रतीक्षां कुर्मः। गणपतिभट्टः कदाचित् सीडाक् जनान् आहूय MOU कर्तुम् इति मां पार्श्वे उक्तवन्तः। सीडाक् जनाः इतः पूर्वमपि लक्ष्मीनाथाचार्याः आसन्, सीडाक् रामानुजन् आसीत्, तैः सह सम्पर्कः कर्तव्यः, महान् प्रयासः कृतः, तेपि विद्वांसः एव। अतः अस्माकं विज्ञानं तेषां कृते न सम्यक् नास्ति यतः न कृतवन्तः। किन्तु अधुना यदा आगतं तदानीं सुदर्शनमहोदय आगतः, जानकी भगिनी आगता, अयं तत्र कुलकर्णीमहोदय आगतः, सरिता आगता। एतेषां सर्वेषामपि जिज्ञासा वर्तते, अस्माकं जिज्ञासा वर्तते। तदानीमेव उभयाकाङ्क्षा भवति। मीमांसायाम् उभयाकाङ्क्षा नाम किं भवति? वत्सः मातरम् अन्विष्येत्, मातः वत्सम् अन्विष्येत्, तदानीम् उभयोस्सम्बन्धः भवति चेत् अग्रे गच्छति। एतादृशरूपेण भवतामपि तादृशा जिज्ञासा वर्तते, अस्माकमपि जिज्ञासा वर्तते। MOU जातं प्रायः द्वयं तत् एतादृशकार्यक्रमाः जाताः। अग्रेपि वयं कार्यक्रमान् कुर्मः। अधुना क्वाण्टम् अथवा भवतु ML भवतु, इदं भवतु, ये भवतु यत् सर्वमपि एकत्र कुर्मः चेदेव समीचीनं भवति। मया सम्पूर्णतया न दृष्टं, कदाचित् पश्चात्तापं करोमि किमर्थं न अत्र स्थितः इति। सरिता अधुना उक्तवती ASR, तस्मिन् विषये अस्माकं कृते मोस्ट् रिलेवेण्ट् टु अवर् संस्कृत यू पीपल् NSU पीपल् बहुवारम् उक्तवती। अस्माकं कृते तादृशाः अपेक्षिताः भवन्ति, अस्माकम् अग्रे गन्तुं तथा भवति। एवमेव अन्येषु विषयेष्वपि यथा अस्माभिः निर्णयः कृतः, वस्तुतः अयं NEP यदा आगतं तदानीं चिन्तनं कृतं तेषां किं भवति 5+3+3+3+4 तदनन्तरं 4+1 नेक्स्ट् रिसर्च्। तर्हि 4 इण्टिग्रेटेड् अस्ति UG आनर्स्, तावत्पर्यन्तं 4 वर्षाणि डीप्ली वी हाव् टु स्टडी अवर् शास्त्रास्। तावत्पर्यन्तम् अस्माकं डेप्त् नालेड्ज् वी हाव् टु गैन्। तत् कृत्वा सामान्यतया आधुनिकविषयाणां ज्ञानं भवेत्, एवमेव तावत्पर्यन्तं भवति। अनन्तरं PG मध्ये इण्टर्डिसिप्लिनरि कोर्स् डिसैन् करणीयम्। इत्युक्ते शास्त्रम् एकम् आधुनिकम्, उभयमपि तथा डिसैन् कुर्मः तदानीमेव सम्यक् भवति इति निश्चयः कृतः। तत्र 4th आनर्स् डिग्री मध्ये रिसर्च् ओरियेण्टेड् भवेत्, PG ओरियेण्टेड् न, रिसर्च् ओरियेण्टेड्। साक्षात् BA आनर्स् कृत्वा PhD कर्तुं शक्नोति। यदि तत्र न वाञ्छति, न कर्तुं प्रभवति चेत् एकवर्षं PG करोतु। तस्मिन् विषये प्राचीनमेकं भवतु, आधुनिकमेकं भवतु। तेन इण्टर्डिसिप्लिनरि कोर्स् PG कोर्स् अस्माभिः चाल्यते। तदर्थम् एकः अवकाशः लब्धः, एस् ए गोल्डन् चान्स् टु डिसैन् दि इण्टर्डिसिप्लिनरि कोर्सेस् PG कोर्सेस्। तदानीं भवताम् अत्यन्तं तत्र अपेक्षा वर्तते। अतः एतत् कथं वा अस्माभिः डिसैन् कर्तुं शक्यते इति विचारं कुर्मः। अधुना तत्र कृष्णप्रपूर्णमहोदयः उक्तवन्तः तेषां सिविल् इञ्जिनियर् अस्ति, अस्माकं किं वा भवेत् क्वाण्टम् इति तैः कथितम्। एवमेव तद् उभयमपि तथा भवति चेत् सैमल्टेनियस्लि उभयमपि वयं ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः एकत्र PG मध्ये। तदनन्तरं रिसर्च् कुर्मः तेष्वेव विषयेषु। कदाचित् कम्प्यूटर् मध्ये किमपि एकः विषयः आगतः, अस्माकं शास्त्रे एकः विषयः, उभयमपि मिलित्वा कुर्मः, तदानीम् उभयाकाङ्क्षा भवति। प्रातः अस्माकं शास्त्रं भवतु, मध्याह्ने आधुनिकविज्ञानं भवतु, उभयोः कुर्मः चेत् किञ्चित् एककालमेव बुद्धेः विकासः भवति। तदानीं किमपि चिन्तनं कर्तुं शक्नुमः। तदानीं किं भवति, एतद्द्वारा प्राचीनस्य नवीनस्य च कश्चन सम्बन्धो भवेत्, तेनैव अस्माकं देशः पुरोगतिं गच्छति इति अस्माकं सर्वकारस्य अभिप्रायः। अधुना अस्माभिः NEP 2020 आरब्धं, वर्षत्रयं जातम्, आनर्स् मध्ये गच्छन्ति। आगामिनि वर्षे 1 year PG कोर्स् टु डिसैन् वी हाव् टु डिसैन् सिलबस्। अतः अयं वर्षः इत्युक्ते इतः आरभ्य एकवर्षं यावत् बहुचिन्तनं कृत्वा अनयोः मध्ये कः सम्बन्धः, कति यूनिट्स् कस्य कृते देयानि, कथं वा पाठनं भवेत्, अथवा सैमल्टेनियस्लि भवेत् वा, एकं सेमिस्टर् एतत् भवतु, एकं सेमिस्टर् एतत् भवतु इति वा, एवं चिन्तनं कृत्वा यदि PG दद्मः तदानीं ते गच्छन्ति रिसर्च् करिष्यन्ति। तदा समीचीनं भवति। आधुनिकानां प्राचीनानां च कश्चन सम्बन्धो भवति। यस्मिन् कस्मिन्नपि सः रिसर्च् करोतु, PhD भवति, PhD इन् साहित्य अण्ड् कम्पेरिटिव् हिस्ट्रिक्स्। एवं रूपेण क्वाण्टम् अण्ड् अद्वैत वेदान्त एतत् भवतु। एवमेव ये सर्वत्र भवतु। अयं कार्यक्रमः प्रायः आरम्भात् किञ्चित् बहु दूरं गन्तव्यम् अस्माभिः। इतः परम् आगामिनि वर्षे एतत् PG सिलेबस् डिज़ैन् कर्तुं कश्चन अवकाशः लब्धः। तत्र भवादृशाः सर्वेपि समागताः सन्ति। इदं मनसि निधाय अस्माकं प्राचीनशास्त्राणाम् अनेन सह कथं सम्बन्धो भवेत्, नूतन आविष्काराः के भवेयुः, इन्नोवेटिव् थिङ्किङ्ग् किं भवेत्, अस्मिन् विषये विचारः कर्तव्यः। अयं समयः आगतः। बहु कालात् पूर्वं 2000 तस्मिन् वर्षे अस्माभिः एका योजना कृता। अस्माकं प्राचीनशास्त्रेषु विज्ञानं संस्कृत सैन्स् तथा अस्माभिः आरम्भः कृतः। मध्ये 10 वर्षाणि अन्तरं जातं। तस्मिन्नेव समये अस्माकं NLP कार्यक्रमः आगतः। महामहोपाध्यायः के वी रामकृष्णाचार्युलु महाभागः ते तस्य कृते IIT मध्ये, कान्पूर् मध्ये, IIIT मध्ये बहुकालं यावत् पाठितवन्तः तान्। तेपि अत्र विनीतचैतन्यसदृशाः आगताः अत्र। एवं रूपेण परस्परसम्बन्धः जातः। अतः स सम्बन्धः घनिष्ठो भवति। अतः प्रभातं जातं, प्रभातरेखा आगताः, सीडाक् अस्माभिः सम्बद्धः भवति इति तेषां कृते बहु धन्यवादान् वदामः। अनन्तरं च इतरे च वयमपि तत्र गच्छामः। एवं भवति किल, गमनागमनेनैव सम्बन्धो भवति। वन् वे ट्राफिक् समीचीनं नास्ति। कदाचित् वयं तत्र गच्छामः, कदाचित् ते तत्र अत्र आगच्छन्ति, तदा समीचीनसम्बन्धः भवति। किमपि चिन्तनं कर्तुं शक्नुमः। अस्मिन् विषये कदाचित् आगामिनि श्रावणपूर्णिमातः आरभ्य अस्मिन्नेव विषये कदाचित् करिक्युलर् डिज़ैन् फर् PG कोर्सेस् तत् कर्तुं वयम् इच्छामः। तदर्थमेव तत्र गच्छामः। तेषामपि भवन्तः अस्मान् किञ्चित् किञ्चित् दृष्टवन्तः, भवतामपि किञ्चित् पश्यामः। यदि परस्परदर्शनेनापि यथा कथितं सम्बन्धः, वैवाहिकसम्बन्धः आगच्छेत् फलं किमपि, तदा परस्पर आलोचना विनिमयादि कार्यैः वयं च परस्परं भावयन्तः तदेव अस्मान् भवन्तः रक्षन्तु, भवतः अस्मान् वयं रक्षामः। एवं रूपेण श्रेयः परमाप्स्यथ। अनेनैव वाक्येन पुनः पुनः पुनरागमनाय पुनर्दर्शनाय भवतां कृते आकाङ्क्षां कुर्वन् धन्यवादः।
एकः अत्यन्तं सन्तोषस्य विषयः। एकैकस्मिन् सेमिनार् मध्ये एकैकः निर्धारः भविष्यति। ह्यः कामकोटि महोदयैः अत्र कीनोट् अड्रेस् मुख्यभाषणं यदा दत्तं तदनन्तरं रात्रौ मया तैः सह सम्भाषितं। तैः उक्तम् आवयोः मध्ये पुनः MOU भवतु, तत्रत्याः अध्यापकाः अत्र आगच्छन्तु, वैयाकरणाः नैयायिकाः, तेषां यत् तन्त्रज्ञानम् अस्ति तद् मासपर्यन्तम् अस्माभिः तत्र व्यवस्था क्रियते। एवञ्च येषां संस्कृतज्ञानां कंप्यूटर् विषये वा ये विषये वा ज्ञानं नास्ति, तेषां सम्पूर्णम् अस्माभिः तज्ज्ञानं यथा भवेत् तथा व्यवस्थां कृत्वा प्रेषयामः, प्रथमं सम्बन्धं स्थापयामः इति तैः सन्तोषेण उक्तं वर्तते। अतः एतावत्पर्यन्तम् अस्माकं संस्थात्रयेण सह सम्बन्धः वर्तते। सिद्धान्त फौण्डेशन्, सत्यसाई फौण्डेशन्, सीडाक्, इतः परं IIT मद्रास् द्वारापि अस्माकं सम्बन्धः भविष्यति अचिरात्। अवशिष्टाः एते IIT तिरुपति मध्ये वर्तन्ते, एते च वेदान्तरीत्या एव गच्छन्ति। यतोहि वेस्ट् मैनेज्मेण्ट् इत्यस्ति। वेस्ट् यद्यद् वर्तते तत् मार्गे संस्थाप्य मार्गं सुमार्गं सम्पादयन्ति। वेदान्तेपि तथैव वर्तते। वेदान्ते अन्तःकरणे विद्यमानकल्मषादिकं सर्वं त्यक्त्वा सुमार्गे यथा गच्छामः, एतेषां मैनेज्मेण्ट् अपि तथैव वर्तते। अन्तिमम् अस्माकम् एतैः सह सम्बन्धः भवति एवञ्च पञ्चमं कार्यसिद्धिः इति एतैः सह अपि सम्बन्धः संस्थाप्यते तत्तु सर्वम् अस्माकं कुलपतीनां समये एव भविष्यति इति निश्चयः सोऽपि अयम् अस्माकं सन्तोषस्य विषयः 10 विद्यार्थिनां 5 अध्यापकानां ट्रैन् अस्माभिः क्रियते ट्रैनिङ्ग् दत्वा यथा युष्माकम् उपयोगः भवेत् तथा कर्तुं शक्यते इति तैरेव उक्तं वर्तते इति अयं विषयः सन्तोषस्य विषयः आनन्दः सर्टिफिकेट् सर्वेषां कृत्रिमरूपेण आगच्छति एवञ्च ईमेल् मध्ये आगच्छति इति कृत्रिमबुद्धेः अपेक्षा अस्ति इत्यत्रापि पश्यन्तु इदानीं सुवर्णस्य धनं बहु गच्छदस्ति किल मूल्यं बहु गच्छदस्ति तथापि यत् 24 कैरेट् अस्ति तत् स्वीकृत्य अत्र न स्थापयन्ति पीस् कृत्वा तस्य किञ्चित् रूपान्तरं कृत्वा कृत्रिमं कृत्वा तत्र मूल्यं किञ्चित् न्यूनीकृत्य यथा स्त्रियः धारयन्ति तथा अस्माकं कृत्रिमबुद्धिः अपि भाविकाले महते उपयोगाय भवेत् इति उक्त्वा विरवामि
Thank you, sir. All your certificates will reach your mailbox very soon. Now it's time to felicitate our today's keynote speaker, Krishna Prapurna sir and Janaki ma'am. And I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, please felicitate today's keynote speaker, Krishna Prapurna sir, and I request Ganapati Bhatt sir to join the session. One more gift from the CDAC people. Now I request R.J. Ramasri madam to honor Janaki ma'am with a small gift. I request Dr. Kulakarni sir to have a vote of thanks for the session.
Good evening, everyone, the respected members on and off the dais. Finally, we have come to end of this 2 days workshop. I am honored to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of NSU and CDAC Bangalore for the 2 days workshop on application to AI, ML, quantum to IKS. First of all, I thank Vice Chancellor NSU Tirupati for hosting this 2 days workshop. He is ever smiling, motivating and guiding factor for carrying out the research in IKS. I thank VC sir and SD Sudarshan sir, ED Bangalore, and Ganapati Bhatt sir, who is a bridge between CDAC and NSU, for your motivation and hosting this event. I also thank Krishna Prapurna sir for gracing this occasion, valedictory function, and giving his remarks. To our event organizers, thank you for your tireless efforts in putting together this thought-provoking event. Hosting such an event needs motivation, planning, and I thank the convener, Ramashri madam, Sarita madam, Janki madam, and Dr. Mahalakshmi, Sridhar sir, Nagalakshmi ma'am, and Sujani ma'am, and Sujata ma'am. And during these 2 days, we have heard from eminent scholars, researchers, and the researchers and scientists working in the field of IKS. Many topics have been touched upon, including AI, generative AI, OCR, manuscript processing, speech processing, Jyotisha, and other fields. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all the speakers for sharing their insight and expertise with us. Hope this will motivate us to carry forward the research work in the field of IKS. Finally, to all the attendees, thank you for taking this time to be here with us for 2 days. Hope whatever the talks they have given will motivate you in carrying forward the research work in IKS. I also thank all the members, teaching and non-teaching staff who have directly or indirectly helped us in organizing this event. As Sudarshan sir has suggested, the next workshop will be in Bangalore with the hope to meet you all in Bangalore. I thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let us end up the session with national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय